Hello, my name is Brian D. Barton, and I would like to welcome you to this Wednesday's edition of The Word is Your Stage, where you control the outcome. And today, I want to talk to you about making it count. I want to talk to you about seizing that opportunity when the moment comes. See, I remember when I had the opportunity to make the team with the St. Louis Cardinals, but the thing that was setting me back was the fact that I had off-season surgery on my knee. I wasn't allowed to do activities for about 3 or 4 months, and the only thing that I could do was rehab my knee. I couldn't pick up a bat, it wouldn't let me throw, it wouldn't let me run. The only thing that they allowed me to do was weightlifting, bike riding, and I was probably even studying because I went back to school. So I was already in a position of setback. However, I knew that my opportunity was about to arise in a few months, and I knew that in order for me to be ready, I had to take care of the necessary step that was going to lead me to that moment. I had to make it count. First of all, I felt that it was important for me to make it count in the classroom because I went back to school and I needed to get closer and closer to graduating. But more so, I knew that if I was going to make that team, if I was going to become a Major League Baseball player, if I was going to fulfill my childhood dream of being a big leaguer, I had to make sure I took my job seriously and that I took that rehab seriously in order for me to get my legs stronger so I could be ready and prepared. So when they loosened the reins and said that I can resume full activity, I was ecstatic. I was excited because I knew now that I can let loose and get ready to make this team. But I noticed that I was behind. I noticed that everybody had a head start and I started to get a little bit discouraged. But I knew that this was my moment. I knew that I had a small window of opportunity and that I couldn't just sit back and feel sorry for myself. I couldn't blame anybody. I couldn't make excuses, but instead, I knew that I had control over my career. So I continued to work hard. I continued to do what I had to do. And when spring training came, I felt that I was ready. But in hindsight, I realized that I wasn't ready because I was behind and I couldn't ignore the facts. But it still wasn't time for excuses because I knew that if this is something that I really wanted bad, I had to take advantage of that moment. I had to seize that opportunity because nobody was going to feel sorry for me. I had a rusty few couple of games and I just realized to myself, and I had to sit back and talk to myself and kind of pep myself up and say, Brian, you know what? This is it. This is the moment that you've been waiting for, that you've been asking for, that you've been praying for. And now it's up to you to seize the moment. Nobody cares if you had surgery. Everybody gets hurt. Nobody cares if you're behind and if you wasn't able to pick up a bat for 3 or 4 months. This is the only moment that matters right now. And from that day, I took off. I remember getting my first hit. And from there on, nobody could get me out. And I ended up being second in the team behind Albert Pujols in batting average. I was in the top categories in all offensive categories during that spring. And I remember when I got that call from Tony La Russa and he told me that I made the team and I would be going to St. Louis. Man, I'm telling you, it was a dream come true. I called my mom. I woke her up early in the morning. She was on the East Coast, but I didn't care because I took advantage of that opportunity and I made it count. So that's what I want to tell you. When you have an opportunity for success, make sure that you make it count. Make sure that when you look back in hindsight that you're not going to regret the effort that you put into your work. When you wake up in the morning, make it count. When you go to work, make it count. When you talk to your family members or your friends, you make it count because you only have a small window of opportunity to seize the moment. There's no more time for excuses. There's no more time for blame. Nobody wants to hear what you're going to do on November 1st or January 1st, the New Year's, because the New Year is too late. The only moment that matters is the moment that matters in front of you. The moment that is right in front of you. So I urge you to make it count. Seize that opportunity. And remember that that door is closing. See, I want to give a shout out to my boy Kennard Jones, who started his company Diamond Gear. Right now, he's making it count. He's using baseball as a platform to start his own company. So I urge you to go visit his website, diamondgear.com, and check out some of his stuff, because he's making it count. I'm using baseball to make it count as well, to be able to allow me to extend my outreach. And I urge you to check me out at my website, brianbartonaccess.com, and feel free to pick up your copy of Mindset, Awareness, and Action. Because I want you to remember something. The word is your stage. And you control the outcome. You control what people see. You control what you do. So make it count. God bless you.